So you want to live a high vibrational life, really meet your potential, really live in your own light. Well, sometimes we get trapped by things in life, hidden blind spots, I like to call them, that keep us on a lower plane. So if your default is here maybe, and you want to elevate yourself, you want to get on that reality train or that train of potential for yourself, bring opportunities to you, raise your vibration, all that kind of stuff, rather than being sunken down by the world right now. There's some things that can leave you trapped. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this video today. I'm going to give you 6 hidden blind spots, vibrational blind spots that you may need to watch out for. Sit tight. Energy, vibration, frequency, it's a very glossy, trendy topic right now because everybody's looking to, I guess, kind of escape the reality. And you have to ask yourself why, or why are we always trying to escape? And this video is not going to be about this, but I just want to make it known and clarify and bring this up because I think it's really important that people don't talk about enough. Is like, why do we always want to shift to a better place? Because we want to be free. A lot of us do want to escape the current standings of where we sit. We're not happy where we are. Why are we not happy? Why are human beings not happy where they are? A lot of people, why is this such a trendy topic, right? Where people want to constantly elevate themselves. Nothing wrong with that. Just saying, right? But there are some hidden traps, blind spots, I like to call them, from a vibrational standpoint. And I've experienced all of these, let me just say, because staying high vibe and, staying happy and positive in a negative world is a hard thing to do for a lot of us. Right? It's like we can watch all the videos and read all the books and it seems like we're always pulled down into this default because externally everything around us is kind of at this level where feeding off of toxic things and negativity. And if you watch the news and see the media and go on social media and stuff, it's a hard thing to do because you're usually the minority. But let's get into the 6 things. Number 1, toxic hidden relationships. Hidden toxicity in relationships, should I say. So this has 2 components to it. So who you spend your time with, who you hang out with, maybe if you're around your family a lot, all those Debbie Downers and stuff can really start to impact your body's energetics. Okay, so say you have that friend who is constantly venting to you. You are absorbing a lot of that stuff, or maybe trauma or energy or anger. So as human beings, we're always connected to another person. We always have an energetic connection. So especially if we're in the same room with somebody, we need to protect ourselves or learn to set boundaries more because we are going to absorb. People are going to feed off of us in a sort of way. But it's not only that, this is component part 2, blaming those low vibrational people, should I say. So, I've been observing a lot of this split between the dark and the light, like the high vibe people and the low vibe people. And the high vibe people sometimes, I'm just going to call it high vibe people just for easiness sake, are often blaming, condemning, blaming low vibrational people for their inability to stay at this level. They get angry, frustrated. So whenever you're getting frustrated at people who are toxic to you, just realize that you are kind of pulling energy out of yourself. So instead of setting boundaries, it's not about the Debbie Downer that's around you. It's not about the toxic person around you necessarily. It's about how you engage with that toxic person. Okay, so it's learning to either disengage, put up a boundary, put up a wall, limitation, limiting time with somebody, that kind of thing. But once you engage, just realize that you're part of your own problem. per se. So that is a hidden trap or blind spot that a lot of us can go into, where we get angry and frustrated. Oh, these people, I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be high vibration and stay at a level, higher level. But these people around me keep like pulling me back in, or my family, keeps messing me up. Right? It's kind of like a diet. Oh, this food keeps messing me up. It's not the food, it's your relationship to the food. It's not the person, it's your relationship to the person. Okay? That's number one. Number two, as we're talking about food, I'm going to bring up food, a non-nourishing diet, malnourishment, restriction, or overindulgence in stuff, maybe chemical stuff that's not nourishing. This video is not going to all be about food, but I think food is really important, because food is love. Food is a sign of self-love. Okay, a lot of people have really poor relationships to food. They're against food. They restrict themselves. They're obsessed over or fixated on eating only healthy things. And you have to realize that even when you're obsessing or you're so fixated on overdoing it with healthy stuff, that can have the same effect as overdoing it on non-healthy stuff for your body. So food creates qi in your body. For example, Chinese medicine, it's related to the earth element, nourishing your stomach. Okay, it's love, it's comfort, it's that self-care, self-love. So when you're restricting yourself, you're pulling, again, energy out of you. You're not happy. Food should be a enjoyable thing. You should be nourishing your body with good things. You should be enjoying the process of eating, okay, and not be distracted and all that kind of stuff, as we know. But it's really important, because there's a lot of malnourished people, or there's a lot of people who are so focused on being healthy or eating all raw diet, or not eating any chemicals and pesticides, and they get almost like, this goes back to like that frustration and that anger thing, but they don't enjoy nourishing their bodies, eating. It's a sign of self-love. So when you lack self-love, when you lack certain food or variety in your food, different colors in your food, and you eat the same things, you lack self-love. And when you lack self-love, your vibration is going to be pulled down, right? You're not nourishing your spirit. You're not nourishing your earth, your comfortable center. So that is a blind spot, I would say, that oftentimes pulls our energy down. When we're hyper-focused on restriction, because we're trying to be healthy, or if we're obviously, food is good, right? But I'm going to overindulge on things that are not good for my body, that my body's not calling for. So those are primary components. Number three, location. Your location can make a huge difference in how you feel on a day-to-day basis. For example, if you live in, I'll give you a good example. I live in New Jersey, and it's crazy congested here where I live. So every year it gets worse. The traffic gets worse. The noise gets worse outside. Pollution, I'm not in like New York City, so it's not quite that bad. I'm in a suburb. But it bothers me to the point where now I want to relocate because it's starting to bother my just whole being. Can't explain it. It's just like I feel kind of uncomfortable, right? So maybe you live in a location where you feel like that. Maybe you've lost your connection to nature, to getting outside. You're inside a lot, right? You're working, you're inside, you're not getting the sunlight. So as human beings, we're a microcosm of the universe. So what do we need? We need the sun, the moon, the stars, the galaxies, because we're part of that. So when we disconnect ourselves from that, and when we live in a location that has maybe a lot of noise or too many people and traffic, and we never balance that out with finding like peace or open space, or maybe our homes are cluttered with just junk, or maybe they're very cold in nature, and this is going a little into feng shui stuff, where, for example, the kitchen in feng shui is supposed to be a place of comfort and warmth. And ancient Chinese, they believe you should always have like something stewing in the kitchen, or a pot of soup or something, like warmth and having warm colors and stuff. But a lot of people now have those modern kitchens that are just like echoey and an open space, and there's no food in the kitchen. That's not a sign of self-love. So that can pull your energy down, and that's kind of like a thing that's hidden that people don't really realize, right? The comfort of certain things related to even your elements and stuff. But yeah, location is key. Where you live, not saying you have to move, but you have to balance it out. So if you're inside a lot, or if you are in a very noisy, congested area, taking time out of your week to go out in nature, out in just different areas, be around water, be around trees, be around open space if you live in a place with a lot of clutter, can really help balance you out, really support your energetic center, and help you raise your vibration in the long run. Number 4, a mismatch or misalignment to something in your life. And I'm not going to say what. This could be anything. This could be, again, location, significant other. This could be a job. But it's something that feels a little off to you, off to your spirit. So you're doing things. Maybe you're echoing other people. So this can go along with echoing other people is a hidden trap, where you're doing things because people told you to do things. You read about it, that this is what you should do, or maybe a psychic gave you advice that this is what you should do, but something still feels off in your heart. So it's a mismatch between the heart center and your outer world. Okay, so a lot of times when we're misaligned, even if it's this little slight misalignment, that can drain, that can pull energy out of us, where we're not living a high vibrational life because we're not free. We're still constricted in some way. So this is something to really pay attention to be aware of. Again, it can be anything that feels just slightly off. Maybe you need to adjust something in your life to make it free, like free it up and feel more open. This can be a huge game changer. Number 5, blind spot. Being hyper-focused or fixated on living a high vibrational life, or being so fixated on the outcome or the goal in your life or something you desire. This goes along with overthinking and just that whole, I don't know how to explain it, but when you are so obsessed with raising my vibration, I need to raise my vibration, you create more restriction. And you actually pull yourself farther away or farther down from that high vibration because you're trying to force it. So whenever you're trying to force an outcome, whenever you're fixated on it, whenever you can't let go, you create more resistance. And when there's more resistance, your heart is closed off, you're not sending out those electromagnetic signals around you, and you have a more difficult time. And over time you get more frustrated because you're like, why can't I raise my vibration? I'm putting all the work in. So I see this a lot where it's like people are just obsessed. Realize this, you're gonna have ebbs and flows in life. You're gonna have good days, bad days, high vibe days, low vibe days. It's part of the process of being here, of being human, right? We're not robots, we're not, nobody can program us to just be like high vibe all the time, and anybody who is that way is probably faking it a lot of the time, because we all have shadows, we all have dark parts that come out, we all have stuff. We all have stuff, so let's get realistic here. Let's get realistic in that you can't obsess over. You have to simplify, because once you start that overthinking, overcomplication process, attaching to that, because you're like, I have to be high vibration in order to get things to come into my life, in order to attract things to me. Once you have that mindset, it becomes more difficult because you're actually lowering your vibration. So something to really, really be aware of. And number 6, hidden trap. And this one's, it's a simple thing, but it's something that people don't pay enough attention to, is sleep patterns, irregular sleep patterns. So our body runs on a circadian rhythm, as we know. It wants to go to bed and get up in the same times, but you have to understand that if you don't get enough sleep, that your energy is going to be lower, your vibration is going to be lower. If you keep waking up during the night, or you have your schedule's crazy where you're going to bed at 9 p.m. one day and 3 in the morning another day, it's going to throw everything off. It's like jet lag for your body. So, you know, sleep is really crucial. It's like when you're exercising or if you're lifting weights or something, you need sleep to recover. That's the time where you grow. And sleep is the time where we recharge, where energy recharges. It's when our spirit flies freely. I can't say that. Flies freely when you're sleeping in your dream state, and then it comes back into you when you wake up, like it anchors down. So if you disrupt that, or if your patterns are all over the place, or you're, you know, watching violent movies right before bed and you can't sleep, or you're getting up at, you know, 4 a.m. because a video told you that all successful people get up at 4 a.m. and do these things and get a lot of work done, but your body feels like crap, you have to listen to your body. Okay, of course there's an adjustment period and stuff, but if you do not feel good, don't keep doing it. If your body doesn't feel right to you, don't keep doing it. So sleep irregularities, apparently I can't speak in this one, is really crucial. Getting enough hours of sleep, restful sleep, making sleep sacred. A lot of people don't they don't have time to sleep. I'm too busy, I don't have time, I don't sleep, blah, blah, blah. We don't take into consideration, like, these are sacred things. Our home is a sacred space. Food is sacred to us. Sleep is supposed to be sacred. These are all things that can empower us. You can do all the videos and do all the work and do all the meditations, but if you're not sleeping enough, then what are you doing it for? Like, you're not taking inventory of everything in your life. So you have to understand that these are some blind spots, hidden traps that we often may fall into when it comes to how we feel on a day-to-day basis, right? It's not like an instant fix. It's how your lifestyle, how you be in the world, how you live in your world. Okay, so that's all I got for today. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other blind spots that you've discovered, or any other insights, and yeah, share with us all. Share this video if you want. Like it, subscribe. I put out new videos every single week for all kinds of cool topics. And on that note, just remember to be true to yourself, live in your own light, don't echo other people, and you'll do just fine. So until next time, peace.